Hello, everybody. I'm Alex League Blue, and this is All Number One's episode 10. It is another All DC special, like I did a while back. And starting off with a very awesome book and a very famous book for that matter. The series, of course, very well known for a lot of things. It is one that I've never read any of yet, and I had the first two issues, and I finally got into it. So, starting off, first issue spectacular Crisis on Infinite Earths, number one from April of 1985, it says, by the way. So, yeah, first of all, this was great. Very interesting start to this. Very appealing to me. I love stuff like this, anyways, like the world ending or dystopian future type of things, or, just huge cataclysmic, horrible things happening and all the heroes banding together to try to do something about it. I love stuff like that, anyways. Great storytelling, in my opinion, when done right, at least. And yeah, this was a very great start to that. I don't want to go into too many spoilers or anything, but basically, more or less, a bunch of different universes and Earths, for that matter, are disintegrating and just like completely being obliterated. The heroes don't know why on each Earth, and it goes through a couple of them early on, so you really start to set the pace. But there is some characters trying to stop all of this, or at least seemingly that's what they're doing, and they go to collect all of these different heroes and villains from different universes. And yeah, it's just really great. You see all the characters here, of course, Firestorm and Superman, Cyborg, Blue Beetle. A lot of characters I like a lot, anyways. So this first issue was just great, and I highly recommend if you guys can get a hold of it for a reasonable price. I think I got it for a present, if I'm not mistaken, for my brother, maybe. So yeah, thankfully I was able to get this one, and I was able to get the second one for relatively cheap too, which I can't wait to read. By the way, I absolutely love this issue. And I know good luck finding some of those other ones probably, but hopefully eventually I can do that somehow and read the rest of it as well. But yeah, great issue to start off with for sure. All right, next up we have the New 52, The Fury of Firestorm, the Nuclear Men. Okay, so I love Firestorm in general. I love I think it's the third series technically, the one from the 80s and 90s. I absolutely love that one. I'm trying to collect as much of that one as possible. Recently got number one for a birthday present from one of my friends, and I read that one, and it was great. And I've read a lot of the rest of those issues, or not all of them, but a decent amount at this point. But yeah, I love that series a lot. All that to say, I did not like this first issue of this, really. I'm not saying that it couldn't be good in the future, but this first issue I didn't really like that much. I find both Jason Rush and Ronnie Raymond right there to be kind of not very interesting or likable like they normally are as much. But I will say the main problem I had with it, even more than that, and just kind of the overall I don't know, story of the book maybe, was the villains are super annoying in it, and it's kind of really dark, honestly, to start off with, to the point of, I don't know, it's kind of a little bit surprising. And I don't know, I'm sure they may iron that out in the next few issues, possibly. But yeah, I don't know. I was wanting them to get more comeuppance in the first one than they did, in my opinion. But yeah, nonetheless, I will say I love this cover. First of all, it's a great cover, and I still love Firestorm. And I think I'll probably get the second issue if I see it, especially for a cheap price, like $1 or $2 or something like that. I'll probably continue this because I kind of have a sneaking suspicion it may get better, honestly. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm glad I read it and checked it out. And like I said, I'll probably continue it just to see if it gets better, honestly. Because I kind of hope it does, because I like Firestorm in general, as I said a couple of times now. So, nonetheless, on to one I supremely enjoyed, DC Future State Nightwing number one. So this one, besides the fact it has an awesome cover, which I absolutely love, was just really fun and very interesting. It is a dystopian type of future of Gotham, if you will, and I liked it a lot, honestly. I don't want to go into it too much, but basically him and a few other characters called the Masks, which is basically all the other heroes and maybe villains. I'm not sure who the rest of them are yet exactly, but I know Batwoman was one of them, and I saw the pictures of all the other ones there. So anyways, it ends up with him and those characters trying to take back Gotham essentially from a bunch of villains. And yeah, it's just really interesting, and it has a really cool end that sets up a crazy second issue, which I can't wait to try to find and read. Because yeah, this is really interesting stuff and great action as well. Very much looking forward to more of that if I can find it. All right, now one that I was looking for quite some time. See if I can get the glare off from there. Okay, I've been looking for this one for a while, and I recently got the second and third issues, and I really wanted to read this. Besides the fact that they also have combining covers for the three, which all goes together, which I'll have to do at some point and take a picture of that. Um, it's just a story that I've been wanting to read for a long time once I knew about it, and I found those other issues especially ramped up me wanting it. So yeah, I found it thankfully for $2 the other day, as you probably saw in the last haul. And I read this one. So basically, without giving much away, I would just say that Bruce Wayne, Kyle Rayner, and a bunch of the other Justice League members are in a kind of weird, uncanny valley type of world scenario where they're all normal humans and they're dealing with it in that way, but a bunch of other people are meta humans, which is interesting. And yeah, they're just trying to figure out what's going on. Some things seem familiar and some things seems wrong to them. But yeah, very interesting. I don't want to say much about it, but it ends off very interesting at the end as well. Very good setup for the next issue, I would say. But yeah, I really like this one a lot and can't wait to read the other two issues, which I have. All right, and then last but not least, we have Trinity of Sin, Pandora, one shot. It is, of course, the first and only issue of this particular thing. Oh, it's the new 52 Futures End. Don't know if I said that or not, but also check this out. It has a cool lenticular cover. Here we go. We have a skull and her in the mouth and crunch. It eats her when you turn it that way. But yeah, very cool. So, anyways, a lot of these the new 52 Futures End books usually are kind of a bummer that I've read so far. I've read quite a few of them at this point, and usually are kind of just like super dark and kind of like I said, a bummer at the end. Even though they were somewhat interesting, this one, however, I liked pretty well because it's the most positive for sure, and one that ends in a somewhat uplifting fashion. And yeah, so I like this one. It's pretty solid. I actually recommend this one if you like that type of stuff. Of the new, if you liked anything with the new 52 Futures End stuff, then I think you'd probably like this one because, like I said, it was more interesting than some of the other ones. And also, like I said, I like the not saying what happens, but the ending a lot better in this one for sure. So yeah, I'm Alex Blue. Thank you guys so much for watching the DC special again. See you later.